Hey everyone, my name's Ramal, welcome to my channel, and in this video I'm going to be showing you what's on my iPhone in terms of my apps and how I organize them. So my iPhone is the 64GB white iPhone XR, and I've got an OtterBox statement case on it. It is a bit of a thick case, but it provides a lot of protection, and at the end of the day my phone is a tool, and when tools break, bad things tend to happen, so better safe than sorry. So for this video, I'm not actually going to go through every single app in super meticulous detail because that would take way too much time. And instead, if you want me to go through any of the apps that are on my phone in more detail, leave a comment down below and I'll try to get to you as soon as I can. Anyway, enough chit chat, let's get right into what's on my iPhone. So I've organized my phone so that I've got two main pages. The first home screen, which has all of the apps that I use basically 95% of the time, and my second home screen, which has all of my other apps in their respective categorized folders. So the way that I've designed the app layout on my first home screen is so that all of the apps that I use on a regular basis can be accessed very easily using my right thumb. So on my home screen, the 4th, 5th and 6th rows of apps, which are basically the rows with the camera app, Telegram and Messenger, they can all be accessed using my right hand without much trouble, and that also includes the dock at the bottom as well. So the bottom 4 rows of my first home screen are easily accessible, which is really important because those apps are the apps that I use most of the time. So let's look at what I've actually got in those rows. So obviously the camera app, because I take a few photos here and there, the Timetable app, which I really like. This app, I'll leave all of the special apps that I recommend down in the comments, in the description down below, but this app is basically how I'd imagine if Apple made their own timetable app. Now I do realize that Apple has their calendar app, but I don't really like using it. I like using this app because it does one thing and it does it well, which is to show my timetable. So as you can see here, it's got my timetable, and I can also add tasks if I want. Now since I'm in my second week of the semester, nothing much is here to do just yet, but this is my timetable app that I use all the time. So next to Timetable I have Slack, which is basically Discord but for professionals. Nothing much more to say about that. Outlook. So Outlook is what I use primarily for my university email account, and it is amazing in terms of how much productivity it provides for the fact that it is actually free. Now you don't actually have to pay or be part of the Microsoft Office 365 plan to actually make use of this app. Anyone can download it and use it to whatever extent they want. And yes, I highly recommend Microsoft Outlook as a non-Apple email client. Telegram, I use that, it's a messaging service. Discord, obviously. Reddit, spend a bit too much time on Reddit. Spotify for my music. And then last row, Messenger, Instagram, Snapchat and YouTube, basically my most used apps on this phone. And then of course in my dock I have the phone app because I actually do surprisingly take a fair few calls. Messages, the Apple email app, which I think is it's a usable app, but don't expect very much from it. It's very good for the quick reply and going through your emails, but nothing more. And Safari, which is the web browser that I use on my phone. So now onto my second page. So this has all of the apps that I don't use on as much of a regular basis as the apps on my first page, but the first folder of apps is my productivity folder. So Quizlet is really good if you're studying for exams. Scanner Pro is amazing when it comes to just scanning documents. You can scan basically any document, and as soon as you scan it, the actual borders of the image will conform to the size of the sheet. Whatever size it may be, it'll conform, and you can export it in color, in black and white, into JPEG, PNG, PDF, basically the whole shebang. It's a really good app for scanning. I think it does cost a couple of dollars, but I got it back when Apple did their free app of the week thing, and I've been using it quite a bit because as a student who's trying to go paperless, this app is absolutely amazing. I've also got Google Docs and Google Drive. The G Suite is amazing. I use Google Docs for collaboration and Google Drive to store those documents. OneDrive for uni, that's where I store all of my uni work. And Documents, which is basically like a file manager for your iPhone for files that you download off the internet. Not very useful when it comes to system files because obviously Apple doesn't give you access to those, but anything else you download off the internet, Documents is a very good app to manage those files. And by the way guys, I'm not opening all of these apps because some of these apps have a bit of sensitive information that I don't want out in the public for obvious reasons. So yeah, that's why I'm not opening every single app. Dictionary.com, obviously to find the meanings of words that I don't know, and PowerThesaurus. So PowerThesaurus is an app that I actually really like because it makes me sound smarter than I really am, and that is really important for university essays and stuff because the language that you use and how you use your language goes a long way in terms of the impression that you make on your marker. So PowerThesaurus is basically a thesaurus. Now, I do know that Dictionary.com has their own thesaurus built in, but I don't really like using this thesaurus just because it doesn't provide like as many results as PowerThesaurus. So let me show you. The UI is a bit clunky, but it gets the job done. So if I want to find a word for some synonyms for important, it comes up with like literally 2.7k synonyms, which is way more than I'll ever need. But yeah, this Thesaurus app is amazing. So yeah, if you're a university student or a student in general, I think it is absolutely, let's find a word. This app is an absolutely noteworthy app for your productivity app suite. Alright, so the next folder is just basically extras that I don't really use on my phone. The one after that is one of my favorite folders, and that is my creativity folder. So I have a few apps mainly for music and some for photo and video. So GarageBand, SoundCloud, Music Memos, Ultimate Guitar, which I use not for playing the guitar because I don't play the guitar. I use it for getting chords so that I can play along with songs on my piano. Music Notes, which is basically a sheet music service. Lightroom, which is absolutely amazing. Even the free version of Lightroom, you can get so much done in it. But yeah, Lightroom is actually absolutely amazing. Let me just show you some pictures. So this is my camera. This is the camera that I'm using to record myself on right now actually, and that's the mic that I'm using. This is a photo that I actually took on my phone, so if I hold it, that is the before, and this is the after. There's so many tools you can use. So this is a photo that I took of my dog right after he'd taken a shower, and the really good thing that I like about the Adobe suite is that I didn't actually edit this on my phone. I did the whole edit on my iPad, but because I have an Adobe account, all of my edits sync across all of my devices. So even if I open this same photo on my computer, all of my progress in terms of my edits will be the same across all of my devices. So what you're looking at right now is the completed edited photo, and this is the raw image. So basically all of the tools that I used are within Lightroom in iOS to make this photo look like what it is looking like right now. So the next app on here is Filmic Pro, which is basically an enhanced camera app for your iPhone that deals specifically with video. I haven't really touched it that much, but I really do want to make a video about it because it adds so much functionality to any phone, and it really makes your phone that you normally have in your pocket into a really good tool for creating video. And okay, the last app on here is Unsplash. So I spend an unhealthy amount of time on this app, and that is because when I want to find a really good wallpaper with a beautiful aesthetic, this is where I go to find them. So this wallpaper that I've actually got on my phone right now was sourced from Unsplash, and this app is completely free, no ads. It is amazing. So for example, let's say I want to find some photos about Lamborghinis or something to have as my wallpaper. All I have to do is find a photo. Oh, that's a beautiful Lamborghini Gallardo. Download it, and a full high-resolution image is downloaded onto my phone, and this app is amazing. I 150% recommend this app if you're looking for beautiful wallpapers for any of your devices, not just your phone, but your computer as well. Like literally any wallpapers for any device, use this app. My next folder is my social apps folder, and these are all of the social apps that didn't make it to my first home screen. And after that I have the entertainment folder, which contains Netflix, ABC iView, and Apple News. I'm not sure why I have Apple News in this folder, but I'll let it slide for today. And if you're wondering, ABC iView is basically the on-demand internet app for the Australian Broadcasting Service, or the ABC. And then I've got my tools folder with a few tools, nothing much of note here. And I've got my shopping folder with a bunch of shopping outlets. Alright, so that's basically what's on my iPhone, and if you've noticed, I've actually got no games on this phone. And that's because games on phones are very addictive, very distracting, and what I've noticed is that the more games I have on my phone, the less work that I do. And also, most mobile games are like freemium pay to win, and you can't actually get anywhere in those games because they ask you to buy 1 billion coins to move on to the next level, and it's just not a very flattering experience. So no games on my phone for the ultimate productivity. So that was everything that's on my iPhone in terms of apps and how I organize them. Again, as I said at the beginning of this video, if you want me to go in depth into any of the apps on my phone, make sure to leave a comment down below. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a huge thumbs up, subscribe for more tech content, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my future uploads. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.